Yeah, my name's Mark Skipper from Ceebron. Ceebron's developed an online real-time tracking system for perishables around the world, whether that be from the source of manufacturer through rail networks, shipping networks, road networks anywhere in the world. It works through the mobile phone network and also through the satellite phone network, so it's got global coverage everywhere in the world. If you look at perishables come into several major areas, whether it be agricultural food products, floral products, life sciences, wines, and industrial products as well. Some paints and chemicals are temperature sensitive. We're targeting all customers, both suppliers and also retail chains and wholesalers and anyone using refrigerated or temperature controlled environments. If you look at the Australian perishables market, we've ranked the market based on its volume and also on the perishability of the particular product, and the size of the bubbles represent the size of the export market for Australia. So for example, red meat, as you can see, is our largest market, closely followed by wines and the other markets, as you can see there on the screen. So we do a lot of exporting of perishables from Australia, and we've actually tested our solution both in Australia and also on global shipping networks up to Japan and Korea. All of our tests have been validated by the CSIRO. The way they did that was they had separate monitoring equipment inside the containers that were located in several areas of the container that were monitoring our tags in the container. So that was fully monitored by them, and they've written up a report around that. If you look at Australia, there's been something like 5 million cases of foodborne viruses each year. In the US, it's huge. It's about 76 million cases around the world. In Australia, depending on what you're shipping, the standards are normally chilled as anywhere between 0 and 5 degrees. Frozen is normally minus 18 degrees. If it's pharmaceuticals, it's between 0 and 5 degrees. I've done some work with the Australian Defence Forces. They've written off numerous pallets of pharmaceuticals on Tyndall up at Darwin, on the RAF base up there, because they've sat in the tarmac too long before they've gone somewhere. And that's tens and thousands of dollars each time. Also done some work with them around shipping containers out of Sydney, meat going to overseas forces. Someone forgot to plug in the container. Simple as that. So the cost is huge. Also, if the temperature is degraded, the actual perishability of the products degrade as well. So therefore, you might buy meat. It might have 11 days of shelf life between slaughter and consumption on your barbecue. But if there's been temperature abuse along the way, that use-by date's cut down to 5 days. So when you go and buy at the supermarket, okay, it expires next Tuesday, I'm fine for this weekend. Hey, I'm sorry about that. It's actually going to run out by tomorrow because it's been abused on the way. You might be surprised, there's major grocery chains in Australia shipping perishable products, frozen and chilled products in the same truck, in the same temperature zone. And that's great for the chilled product, but it's not actually, because if chilled goes below minus degrees, it gets put off as well. So there's major issues here, major costs and major risk factors of legal compliance as well as health compliance as well. So this is an example of meat going between Brisbane and Perth. You can see the back of the container, the size of the container. As I said before, this is frozen meat. It's got to be kept at minus 18. You can see down on the side where minus 18 is, and you can almost tell which side the sun is on the side of the truck, and you can certainly see where the brakes are over the truck wheels, which is a very hot area on the truck. So automatically this whole load's been compromised. A load of this truck could be worth $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 depending on what sort of meat it is. So as you can see, and also the temperature on this truck would be saying minus 18 because that's up near the driver. You can see this works through the wireless sensor network. The tags talk to each other in the back of the trucks. And then up to a satellite network for GPS phones or satellites. Here's an example of the tags. It's self-healing. In other words, if one tag's not talking to another tag, it will jump that tag to another tag in the truck or the rail car or the shipping container. Here's an example of some of the screens we have. Some of our partners, Meat and Livestock's validated this, CSIRO. We're working with Motorola and Minor Planet for truck telemetrics, and Microsoft. It runs on the Microsoft platform. So in summarisation, we're about protecting the cold chain, whether it be perishables, what type of perishable it is. We're looking for high growth markets, high profitability markets, and this is what this is. I think we're looking for quality funding and excellent ideas and different people. We're not looking for a technology play here.